Alright guys, it is Wednesday evening and we're finally back. I'm going to enjoy a nice cup of coffee, wind down from the day, and change my gorgeous little Silas. So this is actually the second time I set up for this video. I was really comfy in my daughter's room. She had set everything up for a fort because she had a sleepover. So she had a little setup on the floor with a Tempur-Pedic mattress and this beautiful plush comforter, but the lighting in there is awful. So we switched gears. The lighting in here is not great either, but it's brighter. In the other room I had to put the flash on just to have it not be grainy. So I haven't had a whole lot of baby time. I actually spent about 5 minutes with Sparrow this morning while I was having my morning coffee, just so I felt like I was having some baby time. But this guy, okay, so when I first planned his custom, which was the very end of October of last year, 2018, I reserved the first custom spot. Excuse me, my OCD. I reserved the first custom spot with Helena for January of this year. And I reserved that, and I found an outfit, a vintage outfit that I fell in love with, and I thought about getting, and then I decided not to get it. And the price is like, you know, you couldn't beat it. And she was negotiable. So I was looking at him the other day, and I was thinking about the fact that, you know, Michael actually likes him and has a connection with him because he's like sort of a portrait baby. And I thought about the color of his eyes and everything, and I decided to go back and get it, and got a really great deal on it. So it came today, and I'm going to change him into it, and I hope it works for him. Thinking I'll probably leave this onesie on underneath just because I don't think I have a white onesie in here. No, so but this will totally work. So let me show you guys the outfit. I'll turn it this way. It's a Tommy Tippy by Playskool, size newborn, terry cloth sleeper. It's a blue, it's a baby blue, or like, it's not quite as light as a powder blue, but, and then it has this bib that's also terry cloth. It's lined on the back, and it says, "I love my dad," with these little duckies on it. I don't know what it was. It jumped out at me, and I almost got it, and then I thought, yeah, it's got to be his. It was really, really almost free, actually, but it wasn't free. So I'm definitely loving this little guy, what little time I've had to spend with him. I mean, what is not to love? He's so, like, vulnerable. What a precious guy. And you can see I did it again, you guys. I put his onesie on the outside of his pants, and I just still love the look. All right, baby boy. I was just watching a little short live that Tracy at Aloha Babies had on Instagram, and oh, I'm leaving this on, that's right. She was talking about customs. We had a little chat about customs, and I was talking about how lucky I got with Helena, and, you know, that her customer service was so great. Her communication was really great. Never ghosted me, none of that. And one of the things that she talked about too was the difference between when you pick a baby out that you fall in love with versus having a custom. And she talked a little bit about, you know, having a real strong connection with certain dolls, and it was definitely different. So I saw pictures of him right before he got hair. She was getting ready to do his varnish, and then I saw pictures of him the day he was ready to ship, or yeah, it was like his actual assemble date. She did the final pictures of him. But I have never seen this sculpt in person, obviously, and I had barely seen him. And it kind of clicked for me today that it was a different experience. When right before I uncovered his face, I was saying how it is kind of weird when you see a sculpt for the first time in person. I don't know how to describe weird. To me, it's kind of like when you talk with somebody online only or over the phone only, and then when you actually meet them for the first time in person, how it's like a little odd matching that up. It's kind of like that for me. So when I first saw his pictures, I was like digesting it. And then when I saw his pictures with his hands, he came to life for me. And I started thinking, oh yeah, he is really cute. And I think my friends even had a stronger reaction to his pictures at first than I did. When I uncovered him and I saw him, I was like, wow. And then I was like, oh yeah, he's cute. Oh yeah, he's really cute. And then as the evening progressed, and as the time has progressed, I guess as I get used to, I don't know how to say it, as I get to know, I'm not getting to know him, as I get used to him, I don't know what it is. But when you see a completed doll and you see everything and you examine everything and you choose the doll based on your reaction, it's totally different than a concept of what you want and then you receive it, and then you sort of have to build that connection, I think. It's kind of weird. A little pipsqueak. Yeah, he's so like innocent, and he's like so young looking. Look at this little flap here. I'm gonna say this is there a date? There isn't a date, but it's got to be early 80s at the latest. Oh yeah, I wanted to put let's put these little hand mitts on you for now, because I do want to not be rubbing his fingers on every time I change him. These little open hands, these fingers, you can't help but kind of rub them along the fabric, so let's cover them up. Much better. I think that newborn clothes, the sizing was a lot more general in, decades ago. Newborn sizes I've seen from like the 70s and even the 80s and some of the 90s. Newborn clothes all went up to 14 pounds. Just gonna pull his onesie down. It's a little baggy on his little teeny self. So I definitely find that the vintage newborn sizes tend to be bigger. Now there are more size options. Also, from a practical standpoint, that would make sense because the babies grow so quickly. If you start out too small, they're not wearing it for more than a week, couple weeks. We're gonna see if I should have checked into this before I unsnapped it all. I think I got it. Did I get it? It's interesting. Hey, if any of you mamas out there have done this kind of configuration and you see that I'm doing this all wrong, can you tell me? Because logically, this is the only way it can be done. but fit-wise, it's a little, I'm not positive that I'm right. Anyway, oh my goodness, you are so cute. He's so cute. The neck is a little tight. Trying to strangle these poor little babies back in the day. Oh, look at you, little man. Okay. We might have to just unbutton that. Let's see with the bib. So the way that he is weighted, you guys, I feel like, I think, and it could just be that I keep meaning to ask Helena. I really like it. So that's why I want to ask. It may be that the sack of glass beads may be very close. You know, no, wow, his hair is so soft. No polyfill between it and his body. That could be what's going on. Or it may be loose in there. I'm not sure. But I can tell you that some of my favorite weighted babies had the beads like loose in the body for some reason. I really like that. I don't know if we'll keep the hand mitts on you. It's a lot of blue, yellow, blue, yellow. Oh my goodness. You are a dream. But I really love it. I love that I can feel them smush. It gives like a really good movement. Whatever she did, it's definitely fine glass beads. Aww. I'm deciding, I get quiet sometimes when I'm thinking. I'm deciding on whether I'm going to take his little gloves off. What a little mush. Definitely going to bring the camera around this way too so you can see him. He is definitely all boy. Just going to wet his hair a little bit. You guys, Sparrow's hair, I have not brushed in, well, over a week. I can't remember how long she's been back, but I'm just amazed at that hair. Little man. There you go, buddy. You look so proper with this collar. And this leg, this bent leg and this extended leg, he looks so cute. I love footed sleepers. His feet are so expressive that it always seems like such a shame to cover them up. But that's him. Should we take these off? Let's take these off. See, that's the other thing. You put the hand mitts on and take them off. It's kind of the same as pushing them through the clothes. So maybe the little bags are a better option. The little plastic bags. I mean, obviously that's more on silicones, but for this situation, the not rubbing of the cloth is what I'm going for. Well, he's got Charlie's little ducky here. There's our little guy, little man Pope. What do you think of this outfit? Do you guys like vintage stuff? What kind of style do you prefer for your babies? Do you have different styles for different babies? Here, let's bring the camera around. I definitely have a different style for each baby has a different kind of feel for me and a different way that I like to imagine them. So there's different types of clothing that that I go for. There he is. There's those little legs I was talking about. Oh my goodness. That little sucked in lip too. I definitely am loving the sculpt every bit as I thought I would. Every bit as much as I thought that I would. Really, really am. That little worried look. He's got little lines in his forehead. They're not heavily creased in his painting, but you can catch them. So it gives him a different look depending on how you photograph. And those little brows, he looks a little concerned, and a little puffiness under his eyes. It's just a beautiful, beautiful boy. Okay guys, I hope you like the outfit. Let me know what you think. Let me know about your feeling on vintage and what kind of styles you guys like for your babies. Sending out much love. Thanks for joining us, and we'll definitely be back soon with more. Bye for now.